Hello and welcome to World of Warcraft with Araedon, Season 1, Episode 1. Starting with a Horde Mag'har Orc Rogue. I'm going to start by setting up the interface. When leveling, you want to try to go for making sure everything is as smooth as possible to cut down on the time it takes to do things. So, still a little bit sick. Loaded up on some Dayquil and lozenge or two just in case. So we want to make sure auto loot is turned on. I use WoW Pro add-on to help me level. We're going with a subtlety rogue. According to icyveins.com, the combat outlaw rogue is typically the best to use for leveling, but I don't like the playstyle so much, so we're going to stick with subtlety for now. Maybe we'll switch to assassination a bit later, but first thing we want to place all of our abilities in the top bar for visibility. We're not going to be accessing them from there, but it gives us their cooldowns and things like that. I'm not going to be using too many UI modifications, just so everybody is on the same page. Wondering why poisons aren't... Oh yeah, poisons are for assassination rogues. Okay, so I believe we have most of our abilities. Yeah, poison. Huh. I think, yeah. No, it's not gonna work. Okay. So, now that we've got that done, we want to go ahead and create some macros. Since I play using an Xbox controller, I tend to use macros a lot. Check out the upcoming videos on how to macro for more information. So, if you like and subscribe, stay tuned for those. Just kind of getting an idea for what abilities a subtlety rogue has. I don't typically play subtlety. My favorite is assassination, but gonna try something different for a little bit, see how that goes. Okay. Now we want to start on creating some macros for this. Let's go with opening, I'll call it. And the first thing we're going to do is make sure the tooltips are on with the first line. Second line, we're going to pick a couple of abilities to throw in there that I can use from opening. I also use the TomTom add-on in conjunction with the leveling add-on from WoW Pro. Both of these can be downloaded via Twitch. Easy install, easy to configure and set up. I'm not going to be using heirlooms or war mode, so everybody can see the process of leveling from 20 to 120 without too much issues, and for those people that don't have them, it'll make it a little bit easier. Okay. So I tend to use Control, Alt, and Shift to change up which abilities I use whenever I push the buttons on the joystick. So to do that, I use the Joy2Key program. It's still me pushing the buttons, so it's not a violation of the terms of service for World of Warcraft, so I'm not violating any of Blizzard's policies. decided to amplify the gain on the microphone a little bit. We'll see what that does. May have to modify that. So the next macro I'm creating is stealth, and these are all the abilities that I'm going to be using while stealthed. Okay. Once we get all these set up, then I'm going to go ahead and start selecting all of the different trade skills that we're going to be using: skinning, leatherworking, cooking, archaeology, and fishing. And we'll get started on some of the opening quests. When properly set up, the WoW Pro add-on makes accepting, turning in all these quests automatic, except when it offers you a choice of loot. So it'll speed up the process a little bit. Also, the allied races come with their own special mounts. I'm going to try to stick to using that for most of the leveling process. I find that with my computer being kind of low end, I have to stick to some of the ground mounts, otherwise it starts lagging out a bit. Okay, so let's talk to this person first. And they're going to give us our first quest. And once we accept this,
claim victory.
we can go ahead and select our leveling add-on. Pick which one we're going to use, but first let's get over here and figure out where we're going to go first. I think I'm going to choose Stone Talon Mountains. And here's our dire wolf. Okay. I'm going to have to go all the way over there. And a lot of these quests are step and fetch, or go and kill, and it takes a little while, and sometimes you have to go back and forth a good distance to make sure that you get everything done. I believe the first thing we're going to be looking for is the quest turn in. Should be up here at the allied races building. Yep.
What is it?
Ah, the young hero comes before me. I am told you show great promise. Let us hope these reports prove true. The Horde has many rivals in this world.
And let's hope
Some
this
call us
doesn't get a
enemies,
copyright
others
strike.
call us outcasts. But we find strength in unity, and in defiance of those who would challenge our freedom. Rest assured, I will be taking note of your progress. As War Chief, I expect much of you, and I reward those who serve me well. Enough of these pleasantries. You have much to prove, hero. Wherever your path takes you, know that you fight for the Horde.
This is the one part about being on YouTube that makes very little sense. I get that artists want to make money for the use of their talents, voice artists included, but it makes it incredibly difficult to do commentary over games and things like that, when you have to cut out all the cinematics, all the voice acting, all those things for fear that a company wants their money.
I have no time for foolishness. Do not fail the Horde.
So Stone Talon's where we're gonna go. So next thing is to start getting our trade skills. So first is gonna be skinning and leatherworking. I think they're in the same building. So we're gonna ignore the waypoint arrow for a little bit while we get this set up. Let's see.
Talk to me.
And the guards of the major cities act as guides to wherever you want to go. So if you go down here, select profession trainers, then select skinning, leatherworking, whatever you're looking to get. It'll put a little marker on your map as to where they are. In the first videos of a series, I'm going to use a little bit of additional music throughout. I get all my music from incompetech.com, as it's royalty free, so go check them out. They've also got other things that can be downloaded, just like graph paper. So if you're into Dungeons and Dragons or Minecraft, found some good resources there. Here we go. Here's our skinning trainers.
What can I help you with? Blood and thunder. Go with honor.
Okay. Next we're gonna get cooking.
How can I help you?
We gotta get a skinning knife so that we can actually skin some of the animals that we encounter. Gather some leather off of them.
Strength and honor. Fight well, friend.
Okay, cooking is up here somewhere. Bag vendor. Nope. It says it's right here. Or maybe it's above us. Yep. Okay. I remember. It's been a while since I've been in Argamar.
Glory to the Horde. What can I do for you?
Let's get some materials to make some spiced bread.
For the Horde.
Level up our trade skilling a little bit later. And since we're getting close to the 15-minute mark, I'm going to go ahead and remind everybody to like and subscribe. If you have any constructive criticism, please leave it in the comments. Again, constructive criticism, please. If
Go forth to victory.
it's not constructive, I'm going to be deleting it. So,
Mag'har.
okay, archaeology is going to be over there.
Go with
Fishing. Okay, so here we go. And stay tuned for the next video.